So as I've told you before, I'm sitting here on Long Island, about 8 miles away from New York City, from Queens, 22 miles from Manhattan. Last week in New York City, population 8 million, crime was up 40%, 40, over the week in 2020. Why? Because the entire criminal justice system has collapsed in New York City. Why? Because Governor Cuomo signed a no bail law. Even if you're a violent criminal, you are not held on bail. Go right out. And Mayor de Blasio is a communist and has no interest in enforcing any law. Nothing. So let me prove it. Yesterday we told you about 19-year-old Raquan Wilson, okay, who has been arrested 5 times for carrying a powerful handgun. 5 times. The latest time, he was let out without bail. After 5 beefs, he pled guilty to 1. Another one is going into court. All right? He was convicted as a minor. That's sealed because that was in 2016. So that's 5 years ago. He was 14, carrying around a 9mm. Okay? The judge let him out on bail. No bail. None. Walked. So yesterday, Raquan had to show up in court, and they remanded him. I think because of me. I could be wrong, but I think on WABC we made a pretty big deal out of it. That's the powerhouse radio station in New York. And now he's going to be sentenced on April 27th. So he's at Rikers now because he knows he's going to have to do state time. But if you're going to let a guy who's 19 and he's a gang member, all right, he's in the Faith something gang. I don't know what it is. Folk Nation, I'm sorry. Folk Nation gang. He's a gang member. They know. So they let him out 5 times. What do you think is going to happen? That's how New York City is conducting its criminal justice today. And now the legislature in Albany, and remember, Governor Cuomo signs all of this stuff. Now they're going to have a new situation where criminals can sue police. Great. Though anybody that's arrested can turn around and sue the cop who arrested. They had indemnification. They're trying to knock that down. So now you're not going to have any law enforcement. None. If I was a New York City cop, and my grandfather was, I'd find a job someplace else. Why do you want to go to work every day if you make an arrest? The person's going to come around and sue you. You know, imagine how many bloodsucker lawyers are going to be lined up to take those cases for free, trying to get money from the individual cop and the city. It's a total breakdown.